Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. This is what was voted on, who is coming towards you. This is a love reading, okay? So it's who is coming towards you regards to your dating life, love life. All right, we have 4 piles to choose from, so a little bit of a longer reading and more options for you today. All right, pile 1 is the blue flower, pile 2 is the pink flower, pile 3 is the yellow flower, and pile 4 is the white flower. Now you may have more than one person coming towards you, so you may be drawn to pick more than one pile. You may already be sensing that, right? There's more than one person who is in your energy or trying to be, okay? Other than that, we may see there's more than one person within each pile, right? So I am going to get straight into the readings, so I'll see you at yours. Hello pile 1, welcome to your reading. Who is coming towards you? Let's take a look. You chose the blue flower, and right away I'm hearing Aquarius, okay? So you, the viewer, can be an Aquarius. A particular person coming towards you is an Aquarius, though it is also about energy of healing, okay? So keep both in mind. There is also some kind of healing here, okay? And with the blue flower, I do have there's some healing communication. So let's take a look at the first card. We have the Hermit, okay? So right away we have Virgo energy, okay? So certainly this can be you. You may also have Virgo placements. The person coming towards you can be a Virgo. They can also have major Virgo placements, right? As well as the Aquarius energy, though they don't have to. But certainly the person that I'm seeing who's coming towards you next here, pile 1, is someone who is, you know, wiser, wise for their age is what I'm getting, okay? They may actually be older, okay, in that sense, but ultimately I have an energy of someone who is quite, yes, closed off. I do have an avoidant energy, though I'm not going to necessarily say it's that yet without further confirmation. It's just this person keeps themselves to themselves. They can be quite difficult to read. And also currently difficult to access, so there can be a no contact situation going on here. All right, I'm not being shown what the connection was or is, if it was official, if this is someone you met briefly. Let's see, okay? But firstly, that's who is coming towards you. We've got a Hermit coming towards you, okay? And there is some healing communication in regards to this Hermit, so let's take a look here. Also, I want to add, it can be that this person who is coming towards you, they are becoming the Hermit. And what I mean is they are becoming wiser, they're becoming more mature, so keep that in mind as well. That may resonate for some of you. So there's been some kind of growth between, some distance here, okay? Let's take a look. So I have to say, right, well, there's the confirmation of air sign energy, Aquarius energy, and of course we've got Libra and Gemini, right? We've got Knight of Swords here. Yes, this is someone who, not only is it someone I'm seeing, yes, you know them, they're in your life, right? They've somehow been in your life at some point. This is someone who's grown, and they're coming, and it also confirms communication with the air energy, right? And Knight of Swords. So they have grown in some way here. They've matured in some way. They've grown wiser. They've had certain realizations. And the person that's coming towards you, pile 1, they want to heal something here. They want to fix something. All right, so let's see a little further. Queen of Wands, yeah. So here we have the other person in the dynamic. This can be representing you, right? Keep in mind it can be the other way around, but I do have more so this is you, the viewer. You were already at a certain level, okay? You were already at a certain level, emotionally speaking, mentally speaking here, all right? With the Queen of Wands, and now my throat wants to go. Yeah, I have to say, here for you, Pal 1, with this Queen of Wands coming out in this particular deck, you know, she is over, she is above, she's standing over the man on the card, okay? There's some type of discord here. It can be that you may have even, you know, had arguments here, right? There's been some type of using your voice that actually, you know, made your voice croak to the point where there's some, you know, there's frustration here. Of course, that won't be for everyone, but the way my voice is going, it's like there's something here where there was a clear miscommunication, misunderstanding, or at least perceived that way, right? And this Queen of Wands, she's had to put her foot down. So the Queen of Wands had to put her foot down with this Knight of Swords, all right? So, you know, we are being shown a bit more there. It's not necessarily as positive in that regard because of the way things were left. This is the energy, right? But this Knight of Swords wants to rectify that, wants to rectify things. But we've also got a Knight of Wands. So here, this Queen of Wands, okay, she has options. There's more than one person coming towards you, all right? We've got a Knight of Wands here. It seems that this Queen of Wands, she does attract, what I want to say is those kind of wannabes, right? The wannabes, they want to be the counterpart. They want to be the Queen of Wands, King of Wands, her Emperor. You know, and whichever way around it is, okay? We don't even have to stick fully to gender here. This can be representing a man. You know, it's when people are operating from the masculine and the feminine, right? So keep that in mind as well. But of course, I know I'm reading for women. And I know there's some men who are on my channel too. Right. So, as I was saying, it's like this Queen of Wands, she attracts in, okay? The Queen of Wands energy attracts in these options that want to be the counterpart. They want to meet her level, but they can't. So also I have to say here, Pal 1, there is this energy of you also outgrowing, right? The Hermit energy applies to you, the viewer, and you know, you can be a Virgo, right? We've mentioned that. There can be Virgo placements for you, but ultimately there's something here where you have outgrown. You are outgrowing even more. And also simply, you saw, well, actually, you don't match my vibration, you don't match my level of compatibility. And that caused frustration, that caused discord, that caused miscommunication. But ultimately, it's not going to stop people from still wanting you and wanting to come towards you, right? So Knight of Wands, we've got Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries energy, okay? And I have to say, I don't see an energy of something that was serious with the Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands. I just have a dating energy, okay? I have the energy from Queen of Wands is single. She's not attached. Yeah, look, because she can see. She's the venerable woman. She's the high priestess. She sees right through things. So it doesn't even matter if the person is, you know, the same age or they're, it's not about that. They can show up as the Hermit, but then you find out, oh, they're a Knight of Swords, they're a Knight of Wands, right? And it's not, again, it's not necessarily fully negative, right? Everyone's in their place where they are and their journey and their learning. It's just the Queen of Wands doesn't have time for that. Perhaps it's that sense of it's not personal, right? The Queen of Wands, like, it's not personal. You know, you said you were this, but I'm seeing that you're not. Okay, move on. Because I just don't have, there was a relationship, there wasn't something that's stuck here. But ultimately, it increases the attraction. People still want to come back towards you, which is ultimately what this reading is about. Yeah, 5 of Cups, past energy here, right? So you may also be a little surprised here, Queen of Wands, right? You, the viewer, this is how I'm seeing it. These options have grown more attached to you than what you may have thought. Despite you even being, you know, right, my boundaries are here, this is not going to work. Yeah, some arguments here. Ultimately, that's respected. You're respected. You know, you're the venerable woman. You're shown up as the venerable woman, right? The high priestess. You're not to be played with. Yeah, and then you've got Page of Cups. So there's going to be romantic gestures here. There's going to be reaching out. There's going to be, you know, sweet nothings, you know, trying to get back on your sweet side, wanting to be sincere. You know, the Knave of Cups, they do the luck experience in that regard. And yes, it also represents beginnings, right? It's new. So yes, new communication, but it is a little bit of like, you know, show me then. Show me, teach me. Whether the Queen of Wands wants to do that, you know, maybe not. Especially in this deck, she's not really, like she'll tell you, she'll teach you, but maybe it's not in the way that these knights can necessarily handle it. But at the same time, they want it. They want to, you know, they want to still have that experience. So, yeah, okay, let's get one more card for you because that's what I'm seeing so far. We'll get one more card then overall. Who's coming towards? Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, I'm just seeing you have options, pile one. You're not really attached to one particular energy. You're not necessarily even closed off, because I do have here that you can be quite, you know, if somebody can show me, they can work on themselves, you actually respect that, so you'll respect that more. So with this Knight of Swords, Knight of Wands, right, and also Knave of Cups energy, which does indicate someone completely new, right? Again, I'm just seeing you have options here. So and it's not even from a place of, oh, you have this type of roster or something like that. No, it's not that energy. This is just what you attract. This is just what comes up. People cross your path. They want to talk to you. They're interested in you. So, you know, that is kind of third option there. But look, the overall energy is, I see that for you, it's about the proof is in the pudding type of approach. Okay, well, if you want to fix that, you want to make up for that, well, then let's see. I can be open to that to an extent, because you're not necessarily attached. It doesn't change your value of yourself. Like, you don't get the validation from that, so you're not attached to it. So you're able to say, okay, well, let's see. I can accept a romantic gesture. That's nice, that's kind, compared to perhaps what we disagreed on, right? So yeah, with the Seven of Pentacles, it's like this, you have options, you know, you're doing your own thing. You already know your own value, your place. You're like, I give myself my place, right? Let's see one overall card. And there we've got confirmation, the Aquarius energy, the stars, healing energy. The thing is here, I'm seeing you, pal one, you know, people fall for you. They fall for you quite easily. Yes, we can say, all right, it's that infatuation, right? Bit of obsession energy, because you just have this thing about you, right? This could be your astrological placements. This could be your archetype you embody, right? There's different elements to it. But ultimately, there's something about you that makes people want to be around you. And even when you're calling them out, or, you know, speaking a truth, putting down a boundary, it actually makes you more attractive to a certain type. And it is these types that they're like, I want to learn from you, show me, you know, I don't know, I don't have all the wisdom you have. There's something attractive about that, right? And, you know, it's not your responsibility, of course, it's a choice. But this might be a gift you have. This could be a gift you have, you know. I'm not saying it's for everyone, no, like for every option. It's just, that's how I'm seeing it be perceived from the other side, and who's coming towards you and why, you know, what are they doing? Why do they want to come back if I know that they weren't really matching my level? But there's efforts here, so, you know, yeah, the moon. You're mysterious to them. You're mysterious. You're very, very attractive on all levels. Yeah, people get attached to you easily and quickly. So that's what I have for you, pal one. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I'll see you very soon for another one, okay? Bye for now. Hello, pal 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the pink flower. Let's see who is coming towards you. We have 9 of Cups. Okay, well, firstly, the energy that's coming towards you is I have quite a stable, sturdy energy, someone who wears their heart on their sleeve, and someone who is viewing you, is going to view you as their wish fulfillment. Okay, they're viewing you, going to view you, because I need to clarify if this is new or someone that's already connected, because I do have more of a new. For some reason I hear novice, right? Like, isn't nove, you know, in some languages, but not a language I know. Nove, like nueva, you know, which I do know, but there's something new. Okay, so also maybe this person, the energy I'm getting here from the Nine of Cups, they speak different languages. This could also be you, but ultimately they may speak a language you don't speak, right? Even though you both can be speaking different languages. You know, it's something like this. There's something that's quite, I want to say enamore, like enamorada, you know, like I'm in love. So someone is gonna feel they're in love with you. They're viewing you as they're in love with you. So let's clarify though if this is someone new or enamorada de ti. Okay, let's see. So certainly love energy is coming towards you. All right, Seven of Pentacles. Okay. And the Venerable Man. And the Empress. Okay. Is this person new? Is this person new? Okay, so I have that this person is already around you. Okay, they're already in your energy. There's a connection somehow with Nine of Wands being there. Now this person who's coming towards you, there's that confirmation of them being stable, sturdy. They're viewing you as a wish fulfillment. Look, they're viewing you as the Empress here, right? And of course this can be also vice versa. You are being viewed as the Venerable Man, someone who's honorable. Someone is viewing you, an Empress is viewing you and seeing you as you are the man for them. So there's someone that you don't know as well yet, but they're viewing you as a wish fulfillment. There's a sense of love at first sight energy, right? However, this person has control, they have self-control. So with Seven of Pentacles being there, they don't want to make a wrong move. So for some of you, you may be awaiting a communication, a reaching out. You're wondering, you've also sensed it. So what are they doing? Why have I not had an advance? Like, you know, a gesture, you know, the romance, what's holding them back? Well, you are going to have that, because I'm seeing that's what this person is coming towards you for next, is to show you, okay, that I'm serious. I'm serious. I want to take this further. But it's like they're viewing you as someone that they have to be correct with. They, you know, showing up as the Empress or the Venerable Man, whichever one you're resonating with, right? And of course here this can be representing the marriage, right? A hand in marriage or a hand in commitment, whatever commitment is for you and what your standard is. This person, they're viewing it as, I need to come with something. I need to have some substance. They have a little bit of doubt that they don't match you, even though I'm seeing they do, right? And the cards are showing that in the energy. But they're a bit of an overthinker with Seven of Pentacles being there. And they also, for some reason, they do view you as being someone they have to gift. It's just how they're perceiving you. And also because there's this sense of, well, that's what this person deserves. I want to be able to give. It's coming from an internal place, not necessarily a demanding place. This Empress is not demanding, right? She receives. And same with the Venerable Man. Venerable Man doesn't need to demand that, right? It's a receiving energy. Right, let's see what else here. I do have this as one particular person, yeah, like it's a specific person. I don't have multiple energies and options going on here. Look, Ten of Pentacles, yeah. So for many of you here, I have that this is like the getting to know. This is beginning. right? As I say, this sense of I'm waiting. I know I'm feeling something here, they're feeling something. What's the hold up, right? But ultimately, when the next initial communication comes in, the next getting together, right, going on another date, there is going to be a leveling up here. There's going to the next level, so to speak, and an official energy. I mean, that's very clear with the Venerable Man, the Empress, Nine of Cups, and then we have Ten of Pentacles confirming that. And this is also indication of long-term energy. This is creating a life together, right? So of course this is over time. We're seeing a bit further ahead, right? This is years down the line in some instances, creating a life. But ultimately the main energy and message is that the person is in it, right? They've made that decision already. It's how they're approaching it, okay? So I'm seeing a very nice, compatible, also a genuine, okay, and stable connection here that's going to develop into a strong relationship, okay? That's who's coming towards you. Yeah, look, what did I just say? A strong relationship, courage. This is the strength card in the Rider White Tarot, right? In this deck it's called the Courage, and the man is like fighting this big snake, look. So this person is yes, again, serious about you, but also they are going to be the type of person that feels a responsibility towards you, especially with the Venerable Man being there. And that kind of touches on that seven of Pentacles energy. And look, that's where they want to take things, from 7 to 10. They want to go from 7 of Pentacles to 10 of Pentacles, like sealing the deal, so to speak, right? Sealing the deal with you. You know, I do have some zodiac sign energy coming forward. So certainly, you know, we can have Taurus energy here, all right, and also Leo. So those with fire sign placements, earth sign placements, especially with the 7 of Pentacles, 10 of Pentacles, Capricorn. I do hear for some reason Capricorn rising, Capricorn moon in particular. You don't have to, right? But certainly there is that embodiment of like the fire and earth elements. So there's still something that will be contrasting about this person that's coming towards you and you, but it's like working. It's going to work very well. Okay, let's get one more card because I think that's pretty clear. It's to do with one specific person who's already in your energy. There is some familiarity there and it's progressing. Okay. Yeah, 7 of Swords. To a degree, you don't necessarily see it coming to that extent. Yes, you're picking up, you know, the person is feeling something towards you, like you're feeling this sense of, oh, this could be different, like there's something, right? But not quite to the extent of how they are viewing you, the connection, where they want to take things. And I see it's in, to a degree, a bit of a surprise. Oh my goodness, look at that. 10 of Cups. Yes. Yes. Because on the surface, it can look like the person is not necessarily going to move or necessarily take things in that direction. And not because they're lacking, but it's beginning. As I say, it's like early, you're getting to know one another. So to a degree, it's a surprise to both of you, right? But there's going to be action took to progress this. And look, 10-10. Those are beautiful cards to get when it comes to relationships. Look at that, 10-10. So you can also be seeing in 7-7 twice here, 9-9 twice. Oh, interesting. Yeah. That's what I mean, like match, you know? It's like when you get, when you play the game and you have to get pairs, right? And you match. So of course those numbers can be significant also, 7, 9, 10, okay? All right, that was your reading, pile 2. I hope you enjoyed that. And I'll see you very soon for another one, okay? Bye for now. Okay, hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. Who is coming towards you? You chose the yellow flower. Let's see the first card. And we have 2 of Swords. Okay. This is one of my no contact cards. This is one of my blocking cards. 2 of Swords. Well, firstly, the energy that I have is the person who's coming towards you is someone that they're not currently around you. Yeah, and on the bottom of the deck we've got the Judgment. So here I have a breakup energy. So the person that's coming towards you so far is someone you broke up with. Okay, someone that you went through a lot with actually, right? So it may be quite a hard boundary here of they're blocked. They are actually blocked and cut off, and not just in the sense of online. It's like spiritually there's a boundary there. There's this sense of not being able to access you in all like realms, right? Online, as I say, in the spiritual realm. So how are they coming towards you if they're blocked in so many ways? Yeah, look, 8 of Cups. Someone who is not over you, clearly, 8 of Cups. They're also feeling a lot of regret and guilt. Let's see here. There's this energy of being on the fence as well. Like the 2 of Swords can be, we know it can be about decisions. So there is also this energy of being on the fence about something. I'm not sure if this is you, the viewer, yet, or the person who, you know, has been cut off, who's in this no contact, who's blocked. Right, and we have the Empress coming out. So I see the energy of this connection, because, you know, I'm just seeing like a lot of past here and what happened and what went on. So I see that there was like loss involved here in some way. I'm not going to go too deep into that because, you know, it can be triggering and it's very sensitive, and those that know, you will know it's for you. But there's been, there was some kind of major loss here. Yes, this can be to do with the heart space, right? There was some type of, yes, loss, because there was a mistrust, a betrayal. But, you know, with the Empress being there, this is a really loving, kind energy, someone who really did not deserve what went on here. So I'm going to leave it at that, because actually I just have this Empress. She is not really open to this. But I am going to clarify why it's showing up, because things show up in readings. This can be just simply awareness. This could be a confirmation for you. Oh yeah, they are blocked, you know, spiritually. You know, I've put things in place. That's working. That's worked. Yeah, the Sun. What's underneath? The Sun and the World. Right. Yes. Okay, pal 3, you're free. All right, you're free from this. Here with the Sun card, the sun is going to be shining again for you in your love life, your dating life. Okay, we've got the World card. You have healed and released a really strong karmic, yes, also karmic cycle here. So this reading is more of a confirmation. It's gone in a little bit of a different direction regards to, you know, who is coming towards you. So it's rather who is trying to come towards you, pile 3 so far, right? Because they actually can't. And it's showing you confirmation that things you've put in place, where you're headed next, you're moving forward, your sun is going to be shining again, you're healing, you have healed, you know, to a certain extent. The cycle is closed, you know. Right, so on that note, let's see what else regards to who is coming towards you, because yeah, there is a new energy here. So let's see what What's that about? Is this person already connected to you? Are they coming in completely new? The truth. I'm just hearing the name. I hear the name Rodrigo, but it could be someone with a R, you know, their name begins with an R, or somehow yeah, like Rodrigo, Roberto. Yeah, someone new. Someone new is coming. Okay. Completely different. You are also a part of this who is coming towards you, this new person, because there's this manifesting energy. You're very powerful here, pile 3. You may be a high priestess, you may be you know, a very powerful spiritual practitioner, worker, healer, just simply a powerful manifester. You're showing up as the Empress, right? So you have alchemized. There's been some alchemy here. And so now you're getting what is yours, you know, by divine right, so to speak. You're getting your happy ending, and it involves a new person who's coming towards you. So there's a new person coming towards you, and it is going to be heading towards a long-lasting relationship and commitment here. One of stability, one of well-being, and also for some of you, this person is from a different place to you, okay? I have overseas, and also you can be the overseas person to another person, right? But I do have that. There is some type of overseas energy, different backgrounds, culture. It doesn't mean they have to even be living away when you meet them. They can still be in the same place as you. It's just they have a different background, heritage for some. All right, so let's see a little bit more on the new person. Oh, beautiful, the King of Cups. Oh, yes. Nice. Someone who is emotionally available, loves to love, communicates. He's like, you know, when I look at this card, the man, he is alone here. And then there's kind of a bit of a hustle bustle, could be a little gathering going on, but he's away. He's took himself into the room and he sat. So, you know, the energy of this person who I see coming towards you, this new person, pile 3, they are also like looking, you know, they've already been soul searching, so to speak, for their person. And when you meet them, there's going to be synchronicities, symbols, things that you'll say and they'll say that you'll be like, no way. I said the same thing. I had something similar occur. Either it's like spotting a particular, you know, beautiful moon one night, or, you know, you had this similar thought when you saw a beautiful sunset. There's going to be something that will be your sign to each other. Like, oh yeah, I know what this is showing up. So you're going to recognize one another. All right. So of course we have Pisces and a Scorpio and Cancer energy, right? Though it can also be the person just embodies that kind of energy, right? As I say, they are emotional, they communicate, express. This person is expressive. That's the word. They're expressive, okay? And they love to love. This is this kind of energy, right? King Cups. So let's get one overall card here. Knave of Swords. Okay, yeah, we know. We know you're trying to see and peek, but I'd like to get one more. That's connecting to the blocking, right? Because this is my spire, little spy card, Knave of Swords. And I have to say, we've got quite strong air sign energy there, so that may confirm who this person is I'm talking about as well. Judgment, Knave of Swords, Two of Swords. There could be a Libra, also Gemini, Aquarius, but Libra energy with the Judgment card. Right, let's see. Though also, interestingly, I do have this Empress can be a Libra. Could have been 2 Libras, 2 air signs together here in the past. Yeah, so he's on, this new person's on their way. Knight of Pentacles, they're on their way. And so as I said, they may not be a water sign, right? But they embody that. And it can be, you know, a Capricorn, a Virgo, a Taurus, but yet they come across as very expressive and emotional, and certainly they can have water sign placements, earth sign placements, right, in the major major placements, sun, rising, moon. And I have to say, you also will see here there'll be a matching regards to certain astrological placements. So moons can be in synastry, or it's something like this, the moon sign, the Venus. You're going to also realize that. And one final note for you, pile 3, is to look at your 7th, 5, 7 and 8, 5, 7 and 8. So those houses, there's some information there for you, for some of you. Take it as it resonates. That just came up there at the end. You may also be an astrologer yourself, or maybe you just always do check people's compatibility with you. You're very thorough, and well, yeah, you're an empress. You're not gonna necessarily take uncalculated risks, and we know astrology, it's like that, right? It's like a calculation to an extent, of course. All right, that's it. Okay, pile 3, thank you so much. I'll see you soon for another one. I hope you enjoyed your reading. Bye bye for now. Right, pile 4, the white flower. Hello, pile 4. Welcome to your reading. You chose the white flower. Let's take a look at the first card I have for you. We have 4 of Swords. Okay, 4 of Swords energy. Well, I know you came to this reading, but I almost feel as though there's a lack of interest in who's coming towards you. Well, okay, it's a lack of interest, but at the same time there's curiosity, because there's this energy of feeling a bit wiped out, a bit kind of overcooked, a sense of not wanting to necessarily try anymore when it comes to dating and love. Like the woman, she's resting on the bed and she's got somebody who's sitting beside her. Some of you can literally be in bed when you're watching this video, or in a place that's cozy to you and relaxed, but you're kind of healing from something here, right? You're in healing mode, so you're just kind of putting the feelers out. So maybe lack of interest isn't the correct word, because it's not necessarily something that you're choosing in that sense. It's based on experience, and you're in a kind of healing mode, but you're curious. So that's what I'll say. That's the energy that I have right away. Okay, so I am getting a single energy here currently. All right, single and in healing mode. So let's see who's coming towards you. Well, I hear friend. Okay, initially I'm hearing friend. The person on this card, you see, this person here is representing some kind of supportive. You've got support somehow, but there's a romantic element to it. So for some of you, one person so far who's coming towards you they're already there, right? And they're showing you some kind of support already, or at least they've been trying to. Perhaps you've not necessarily thought about it like that, because they're a friend, but this friend has feelings. They have feelings. They like you. They'll do anything for you. Yeah, if you need them, they're there. That's why they're there. And the card is okay. Right, let's see a little further. So yeah, the death card. Wow. Okay, you're transforming, pile 4. You're transforming, but also there is an energy of a connection with a friend, as I say, friend, right? But they have romantic feelings for you, and that transforming. Something is going to change quite suddenly. At least this friend is going to make an advance suddenly. Okay, yeah, we do have Scorpio energy, right? So you can actually also be going through a rebirth. That's why we've got 4 of Swords, Death, these quite strong cards, and Ace of Pentacles, because there's a new beginning. So ultimately here, so far, Pile 4, you have a friend energy around you who is going to be trying to transform, in a way, shift the gears with the relationship you already have, friendship rather, and turn it into something else. What I do here is turn into gold. So this does indicate there's some potential here. Okay, let's see a little further. And also it can be because, you know, with the Death card being here and 4 of Swords, you're actually also going to see this friend in a different light. There's something that's going to be awakened. So keep that in mind as well. With Ace of Pentacles being there, this is positive. This can be positive. Let's see. Seven of Pentacles. They're nervous though. They're really nervous. They don't want to mess things up. They don't want to compromise the place they already have in your life. They're actually very worried about it and they're really overthinking it. With Seven of Pentacles, they don't know when is the right time. Do I wait till they've come out of this bit of healing mode and they're wanting to socialize again and even consider opening their heart? So there's quite a lot on that person's mind, right, as they're seeing you heal and, you know, even decide if you want to be open to dating and love life again. All right, so keep that in mind. Yeah, Nine of Swords, they're really a big overthinker. They're really a big overthinker. In fact, it keeps them up at night. Keeps them up at night. This person is thinking, how can I show them I can be that to them without compromising and without it looking like, oh, I've just been waiting for that moment, right? I've just kind of been there. That's all my intention was, because I don't see that's the case in this instance. Even though I can pick up, there's been something, like there's been, perhaps, you know, it's crossed your mind. It's not just coming out of nowhere. There has been something there brewing. So let me just add that in. This person, it's not completely one-sided, okay? So if it doesn't resonate, that part, and you're like, no, I have zero, there's no feelings, it would never transform into something else, then perhaps another pile is for you. Because here I have, there's a bit of a spark here, right? Something is growing over time, right? Let's see what else. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. Yeah, this person is going to communicate their truth. The truth about how they feel. This is new beginnings. We could have an earth sign and an air sign here together. Four of Pentacles, yeah. They want to offer you stability. They want to offer you relationship. They want to offer you being together. I hear, why not me? Hey, pick me. I'm right here. I'm right here. I won't do the things that other people have done. I know it sounds cliche, but that's what I hear. That's the energy of this person. They're genuine. Okay, pile 4. I'm just going to see if this is the only person coming forward. Who's coming towards you? This is obviously the dominant energy, right? This is what's come up quite strongly here. So let's see, is there anyone else? Okay, we've got the Empress. And Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so a couple of things. The person, you know, as I'm seeing it, the viewer, you, Four of Swords, okay, you can have, it's, you know, there is women coming towards you, that there's two strong options here. Or vice versa, right? You, the viewer, are being viewed as the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. So keep both of them in mind, because I just had that coming through. Now, with the Pentacles, okay, and of course Empress can be Taurus energy. So Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus, right? I do have that for many of you. the energy I've been picking up on, this friend energy, they have strong earth sign placements, okay? And I did say before, this can be an earth sign and an air sign coming together, right? But there's also this Empress energy, which yes, it can be Taurus energy as well, but and I do have Aries actually, even though I know it's the Emperor. So there's certainly, you can be the Emperor, right, viewing, you can be the Empress viewing, as I said. Take it as it resonates, but that just came up there, okay? And now there's options. So there is another person, which is why this friend is overthinking, because there's actually another strong option coming towards you. And you're being viewed as that, okay? You're being viewed as an option. You know, maybe, I don't really want to use the word option. Potentials. I think it sounds, you know, a bit more accurate. Okay, anyway. Right. So yes, to answer, there is one more. There is another person showing up, a new person here. There's competition, so they could be around already, but there's quite a lot coming up here. So the majority I have, it's new. There's going to be a competition here. And for some, yes, they're already there. They're already around. The competition is there since we've got Queen of Pentacles and the Empress, okay? Yeah, look at that. 9 of Cups. So your love life is going to be transforming here, pile 4, and regards to who's coming towards you. So to sum up and to clarify, there's a friend who's already in your energy, in your life, who actually holds a romantic flame for you. They're going to be approaching you. I'm seeing there's going to be growth from that. I see it being reciprocal, but there's also going to be a competition. There's also going to be some sense of competitiveness here and having options, okay? So I don't see that being rushed. I see there's openness to it, but there's also going to be someone new coming in. For some of you, this person is already around also, but they're not a friend. It's like directly a romantic, you know, it's to do with attraction and romance, all right? Just catch my breath. Goodness me, yeah. Okay, Knave of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. I mean, Knave of Cups. Whoa, fraudulent slip. Right. Knave of Cups. So that's the new. For some of you, this is new. So there's 2 main, you know, options here overall coming towards you. As I say, some it's new, some this is already around, this competitiveness, and it's this friend energy, right? So yeah, 5 of Pentacles. Oh yeah, and a person who you've ended things with, they're also going to be trying to come back. So 3. Right, let's get one overall card. I'm just going to get a little drink. Talking. Catch my breath. Right. Ooh, what did I say? 3. 3 of Pentacles. Boom, there you go. That's confirmation. 3 potentials. Yeah, and it's very positive. You are going to enter into a very beautiful new connection, but you have a choice here, pile 4, okay? And you show up as 4. 4 represents you, and 4 of Pentacles. So 4 can be significant for you, okay? The key is here, there's no rush. Options, rather potentials, right? They're coming towards you. You don't have to rush to make any decisions or to jump into anything, especially when it comes to the friend energy and deciding on that, and when the offer advance comes in, okay? But you know, I have to say as well, before I close out on the reading, pile 4, it's almost as though you're being your own wish fulfillment here. You're kind of taking a step back. Yes, there's the healing mode, but I mean, even when you step out of that and you're wanting to socialize again and consider potentials, it's almost as though you're going to be realizing your power, like, and the power you hold when it comes to your love life and dating life. There's something that's also transitioning and transforming for you there as well, okay? You're embodying like self-love, self-respect, and all this kind of thing, which is coming out of that healing mode. Okay. All right, that's what I have for you, pal 4. I do hope you enjoyed that today, and I'll see you very soon for another one. Okay, bye for now.